And welcome to part 2 of my how you store things and makeup storage and filming things in tight space videos. Today's video is going to be my makeup collection and storage, and yeah, my last video was all about how I film and store things in a tight space because this space is really tight and there's not a lot of room for things, but I make it work. I have to make it work because this is like the only place I have, and I like filming, so this is what I'm going to do as long as I keep filming and as long as I don't have space. But today's video, like I said, is going to be my makeup collection and storage, and I am aware that one person does not need so much makeup. I do not need it whatsoever, but makeup is my thing. I like to be creative, and my favorite way to do that is with makeup. And I will try to find everything I stored in and link it down below. But this collection has been about 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. I want to say 3 or 4 years in the making. I've definitely been collecting makeup for a long time, and I don't like the word collecting because it sounds like I don't use it, but I do. I actually trade out the eyeshadow palettes I use quite frequently. I know you guys are probably like, girl, you pretty much use the same ones in every video, but I do trade them out. I try to use different products quite frequently. I did a whole face today of pretty much first impressions, and yeah, so that's what today's video is going to be. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll just get started because this is going to take a while. Alright, we are going to start here. This is my salon cart, which I have talked about several times on my channel. It's where 98% of my makeup is stored. And on each side, there are little shelves. There are 2 on each side. This one is empty of just body mists and things like that. This side has some more. I can't really reach these, so I swap them out with some over here. These are just Victoria's Secret, and then these 2 are Bath & Body Works back here. But I love having the option of storing things over here, and these do fold up when there's nothing in them. But I love having things being able to store over here. So if I ever have an overflow of foundations or primers, they can easily be stored right here. Down here, if I take this drawer out, my drawers do come completely out like that one just did, and I can rearrange them however I please. So down here, I actually store all of my makeup bags just for when I travel, if I ever need one. This is the one I take most of the time. It is from Merle Norman, and it's like this plastic, so everything just kind of wipes out, which is my favorite part about it. And then right here are Coty Airspun loose face powders. Ignore the swatches. And these are actually, they're like together, like they're taped together. See? And I got them as a kit, like a set from Walmart, all 3 of them, even the one I have opened, and I will never go through it. So these are right here because my little area where I keep backup makeup is really small, which you will see in a minute. So if I put this drawer back, this is what's in this drawer. This has a built-in divider right here, and on the left we have all of my highlighters. So this is the one I'm wearing today, the LA Girl Strobe Light. Hey guys, what's up? And I actually really like this. I've only used it one time, but I'm really impressed. And I have the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, which you guys know is one of my favorite highlighters ever. Same with the Milani, what is this called? Afterglow, one of my favorites. I also have some Wet n Wild highlighting sticks, my Smashbox Casey Holmes palette, Tarte, Stila, Laura Geller, Milani. This is a L'Oreal, a loose one. That's a Wet n Wild one right there. These are both Wet n Wild back here. And then on the very bottom, right there, is an e.l.f. illuminating palette. I am currently obsessed with highlighters. Like, I can't get enough. So this drawer has rapidly gotten bigger because I've just been buying highlighters left and right like crazy. This side is pretty boring. My Coty Airspun loose face powder sits down here because it gets everywhere. Like, look at the packaging, it's everywhere. And I've used this almost every time I've done my makeup, and it's still pretty full. So I will never go through this. And it fits perfectly right here just because my other drawers really don't have room for it. So it sits right down here. It doesn't fit perfectly, but it fits pretty well. And in the very back here, I have my LA Colors Trio. I bought this for my Dollar Tree video, and it's actually really nice. I really like it. This one's in the shade Sunflower. And it didn't really have anywhere else to fit, so it just kind of sits right down there. But even though when I shut the drawer, it gradually goes forward. So I like how I can pull everything out. The next drawer is also divided into two. So if you see, the left side are all my blushes. I have a lot of blushes. This has also grown really fast. This is my current favorite, the Laura Geller Baked Chandelier Blush and Chandelier Glow. This is my current obsession. I have my City Color blush right there. CoverGirl, Tarte, Ready to Wear New York, e.l.f. This is another e.l.f. one hiding in the corner. I have two LA colors right here. Merle Norman. This is my Bliss Cosmetics one right there. And Revlon in the back here. I can also pull this drawer a little bit further out. And then there's a ColorMates one. Whoop, right there. I have three Revlon blushes. There's two of them right there. And I think the other one is underneath this Merle Norman one. Yeah, right there. So the blushes, I don't like how they have to store on top of each other, but that's really like the only way they can fit. I used to have them all sitting up like this, but then they would all just fall over. So now they just kind of sit however they fall. And then on the right side is contour powders and bronzers. I only have two things to contour with, so that is the Wet n Wild contouring palette and then the e.l.f. contouring palette right there, and the rest are bronzers. So I have a Wet n Wild contouring or bronzer right here. This is actually a highlighter that I use to bronze. And then my Bliss Cosmetics bronzer right here. Laura Geller, my favorite bronzer ever. And then this is an Estee Lauder kit, which was a gift. So they all sit right here. All right, this is our first drawer that is completely open. This is all palettes. I have 3 drawers dedicated to palettes because I'm obsessed with them. And they are really heavy. Do you not see that corner popping out right there? They're really heavy. Palettes are really heavy. So, I have to be kind of careful with this. So I have my Pastel Dreams palette right here, my Tarte Tarteist Pro Glow, which I'm currently obsessed with, my Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette right here, Hard Candy on the bottom, my Pirates Caribbean palette right here, Natural Love from Too Faced, Little Black Book of Bronzers, and my Muse Contour and Glow, which I just bought, but I'm really loving. So these are all kind of palettes that really just didn't fit anywhere else, and some face ones like these 3 that really just didn't go with anything else. I didn't really have anywhere else to put them, and they're kind of big. And then this Tarte one, the round one, didn't really fit because it was round, so they all just kind of sit in here together. This drawer is also palettes, but these are all eyeshadow palettes, and these are pretty much odd shapes, small or really big. So I have my 2 new ones, the Katy Kat palettes, which I just did a video on, my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly, Pure My Little Pony, the Tarte Tarteist Pro, which I just bought and I'm loving, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and then underneath that I have my BH palette, which is like super thick, if you can see that. So it doesn't really fit anywhere else. And then my Just Peachy Mattes is just sitting right there because it fit literally perfectly, so it just kind of chills in here. So yeah, this palette drawer is definitely not full, but definitely not empty either. And then this drawer is actually the heaviest drawer, so I'm going to rest it on my knees right here because it will completely fall out. I don't want them to break. So this is my palette drawer, and it is full. If you can see that, it's actually, I can fit one more palette in here, and that is my goal. But I have the L'Oreal Nude palette, the Balm Nude Tude, Urban Decay Naked 2, Naked 3, and then the original Naked. They used to be in order, but now they're in order by my, like how I use them. So Too Faced Sweet Peach, Lorac Pro 2, Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons, Too Faced White Chocolate Bar. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. If I push the drawer in a little bit more. Chocolate Gold from Too Faced, Anastasia Prism, Clover Palette from Too Faced. The Lorac Pro 3 is right here. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance Urban Decay Naked Heat, the original chocolate bar, which is my favorite eyeshadow palette ever, and then my Soft Glam palette from Anastasia, which I'm absolutely obsessed with at the moment. So these are my top used palettes right here. So from Clover to Soft Glam, and then I just kind of put them in order by how I reached for them. So my least used palettes are in the back here. They used to be in order by brand, but then it just got too big of a hassle because this drawer is so heavy. So I have my most used in the front. And then this top drawer is actually split up into 4 sections. So in the back here, I have some tape and eyeliner. So this is LA Girl, Maybelline. These are both Wet n Wild. I don't use eyeliner too often, so I don't have very many. And then over here, I have eyeshadow primer. I have Fancy Face. This is Glitter Glue, Bliss Cosmetics, Hard Candy, Lorac Smashbox, my favorite, and then Merle Norman. And then if I push this forward, over here I have pressed powder. So Ready to Wear New York, Revlon. This is like a summer powder for me. And then I have my Laura Geller powder right here, my favorite Maybelline one, and then I have a Maybelline powder foundation, which I use as a setting powder a lot, and then an e.l.f. powder. And then right here, I have mostly mascaras, Wet n Wild, Maybelline, and the Wet n Wild Smashbox Clinique, my Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow, and these are all lip balms, so they all fit in there. So these are lined with, I can't think of what they are, titanium, I think. And that is so you can put hot tools in there. There's 2 of them. There's one over there as well. That way it doesn't melt the plastic, but I don't ever use them. So I just have writing utensils in there so I can write down video ideas, things like that. My Beauty Insider pins from Sephora are hiding back here because I don't know what to do with them quite yet. And then these all are acrylic organizers except for this. So we're going to start over here. So this acrylic organizer is actually, I think, off of Amazon. So it's actually like slanted, if you can see that. So yes, this is the Merlin Lorman Lip Revive, which I love. Then I have 2 eyeliners over here. Most of these are actually all eyeliners. So this is L'Oreal and Maybelline. And then these are all eyeliners right here. So all 4 of these are from Bliss. This is Wet n Wild, CoverGirl, Lorac Hard Candy. This is Smashbox, Jordana, and then Maybelline. So this is kind of where I keep all my eyeliners up here on the top. And then right next door, this is actually a glass cup from my kitchen. And it stores my lip liners. I don't have very many lip liners. I actually need more that are kind of out of this color range. But I have Revlon, Milani, NYX. This is a Lick Cosmetics one. I actually have 2 of these. Pure, I have Merlin Lorman, and I think that's it. That's all the different brands in there. And then if I move this as well, that acrylic organizer is also off of Amazon, so I can try to link it down below if they still carry it, but this is just a lipstick organizer. It's elevated like a stair, so you can see all the lipsticks, which I personally like, and they're separated by brand. So the ones in the back are ones I only have 1 from each brand, so Clinique, Smashbox, Laura Geller, Burt's Bees, L'Oreal, and then this is Estee Lauder, and then these are all Wet n Wild, including these 2, and then these are LA Colors, NYX. These are both NYX, CoverGirl, and then these are e.l.f. And then this little heart-shaped guy is actually from the Dollar Tree, and this stores all of my lip glosses. So I have e.l.f., Merlin Lorman, LA Colors, NYX, Ready to Wear New York, CoverGirl, and I think that's all the different brands because most of these are actually NYX because I love the NYX Butter Glosses. They're my favorite lip glosses. And then this is also the same thing as that. But it doesn't hold just lip glosses. So I have some lip glosses over here. This is Laura Geller and CoverGirl that just did not fit over there. And then these are both LA Colors. And these are just kind of miscellaneous lip stuff. So these 3 are e.l.f. Matte Lip Paints, I think. e.l.f. Matte Lip Colors, sorry. And NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, which I really like. And then L'Oreal Lip Infallible. And a Too Faced Melted Latex. And these are both Too Faced Melted Lipsticks right here. So that is all that is in the salon cart. All right, so I know you guys saw the Beauty Brands bag in the floor next to my salon cart, which is right here. This is actually a bag of empties. So I am saving these for an empties video. So these are all products that are empty. And yeah, so that is what's chilling in the corner over here. So this is the overview of the table that sits behind me when I film. So we're just gonna go ahead and start over here. So this is actually pretty empty compared to everything else, if you guys see that. So up front, I have brow products, Wet n Wild and e.l.f. This is a foundation that I really like from Maybelline. It just doesn't fit anywhere else. And then back here in the back, I have, these are always falling over, some chubby lip products. So those are both LA Colors. These 3 are all Laura Geller, and this is Hard Candy. Then I have some chubby eye stuff. These 2 things I actually hated. They're going to be in this month's like hits and misses. They burned my eyelids so bad, but they are by Revlon. And then this is a Laura Geller Chubby Eye Pencil. And then I have moisturizers, Clinique, and my Lubriderm Daily Moisturizer, which I love. I use it all the time. And then my Bare Minerals Concealer right here. So that's pretty much all that's going on over here. And then I just bought this organizer right here for foundation. And this has pretty much all my foundations apart from those 3, but you will see that later. So yeah, so I have my NARS Natural, what is this called? Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, my favorite foundation of life. Then I have 2 shades of the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 because I can use either of them, but this one is just a tad bit too dark. This one matches pretty much perfectly. I have the Pure Bare It All, the More Norman CC Cream, Maybelline Dream Velvet, which I want to give it a try. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on this. I don't know what just happened with my phone there. And then I have the Revlon Age Defying Makeup. I have the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth Fit Me and the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. And I also have this e.l.f. foundation. It just says oil free on the back. I don't know exactly what it is, but I like it. Then I have the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse, the L'Oreal True Match, the Bliss Foundation Stick, the e.l.f. Foundation Serum, and this is the new foundation I tried today. This is the Almay Bliss Best Blend Forever, and so far I'm a huge fan. So that is what's over here. And then right here, this acrylic organizer is really old and really stained, so bear with it. These three just would not fit in here. This one just wouldn't fit because of the packaging. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. And then these two I put over here because they aren't full coverage, and this really is a BB cream, and then this is kind of like a light coverage day-to-day. They're both by Sassy and Chic, and since they're like kind of day-to-day, I just kind of put them over here for easy reach and because they kind of fit. Back here, I have setting sprays, the L'Oreal Infallible, favorite drugstore, and then the Merle Norman Expert Touch. And this is an e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. It's just hiding back here because it fit. And then right here, I have my concealers. I have the LA Girl Pro Conceal, Maybelline Master Conceal, Merle Norman Dual Action Concealer, my absolute favorite, Maybelline Fit Me, and then right here is a Merle Norman Cover Up in the front. That's an acne gel, and then tinted lip balms are back here, Maybelline and Almay. And right here are primers. So I have Smashbox, Mally, Laura Geller. There's another Laura Geller one right back here. My favorite at the moment, Merle Norman. These are both by e.l.f. And then I have a new Maybelline one that I just bought today right here. This is my box. This is literally just a shoe box because I could not find a box that would fit in this tiny little gap between my salon cart right here and my table leg. So it's just a shoe box. And in here I have all new makeup. So down there is stuff I just bought and this palette. And then over here I have all extra mascaras that are brand new, unopened, that I haven't tried yet. So they're all chilling over here for when I need one. And then in this little area right here, this is actually from the Dollar Tree. This is all backup. So I have Merle Norman, L'Oreal, Maybelline, Revlon, just backup products that I already have. And then right here is another shoe box. Actually, this is like just a box that I got Christmas presents in. But I figured it would make a perfect get rid of box. So this is stuff that I just don't use, stuff I couldn't use because of my skin tone, or because I have really sensitive skin. It broke me out, so I'm giving it away to people who just need it more than I do. This is actually brand new. I just won't use it, so I put it in here. I don't really like Aussie hair stuff. I lost the cap to this though, which makes me mad, but it's actually pretty full. It's only like to here. And yeah, this broke me out. My sisters rave this a lot, and so does my mom. So whenever I'm getting rid of anything, I filter through my makeup quite often. And this is just stuff that I can't wear this. It's too dark for me. I can't wear this either. I bought them to do other people's makeup, and then they just didn't want them. So I just have so much stuff in here that like needs a home. This foundation is what broke me out. I did a video on this, I believe. And it broke me out so bad that I just decided to straight get rid of it. So yeah, this is all just makeup that needs another home. Right next door to that box is actually a basket full of lotions and body mist. I don't wear body mist too often, but I have some in here and perfumes for when I'm on the go. So as soon as I finish my makeup, I can literally just grab one and spray it on me. So yeah, that's really all that's in here. This is actually in a Longaberger basket that my mom gave me specifically for this stuff because I don't ever use it and I like having it closed like this. This area is pretty hectic, so bear with me. This is dry shampoo right here. I'm trying this out. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is by Dove. So I'm just going to put it over here for now. So when I buy new makeup, I keep the boxes until I know if I like them or not. So if I have to return them, so that's what these two things are doing right here. So far, I really like this. But right here, I have all of my loose glitters. This is actually from Dollar Tree. And if I put my phone down here, you can see that's absolutely full of glitter. And there's extra glitter on top. That's my favorite hairspray, the Big Sexy Hair. The best of the best. And then right here is another acrylic organizer off of Amazon. It's actually two. Well, it's one, but you can separate them if you want to. See? but I don't. I just leave them stacked on top of each other. And I have the Lilo & Stitch palette, the Hard Candy Look Pro Neutral Eyes, and then the Hard Candy Look Pro Ultimate Contour and Sculpt palette. And then I have liquid lipsticks. So I have Merle Norman. All the ones in the back are Stila. That's all my brother's stuff back there. Ignore it. And Anastasia. And then up front I have Tarte, Laura Geller, Too Faced, and Maybelline. And then in these drawers, this one has a Stila Liquid and Glow eyeshadow. Absolute favorite. I love these. I need another one. And then these are Lick Cosmetics Liquid Lipsticks, Saddle, and Scandal. And then right here I have the Too Faced Wet n Wild Liquid Cat Suits. And this is actually the one I'm wearing in today's video, in case you are wondering if I can get it out here. It is the shade Flame of the Game. I just bought it today and I'm loving it. So those are all that's in there. I actually need somewhere else to put them because they're not all going to fit. And then these are all of my LA Colors matte liquid lip colors. I'm absolutely obsessed with these. I'm only missing 8. And then when I get those 8, I'm going to do a lip swatch video, but I have to order them online and I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So I'm waiting for myself to do that so I can, you know, film that video. And then on the very bottom, I have single eyeshadows. I don't use single eyeshadows all that often. I prefer eyeshadow palettes. So I have Milani, e.l.f., that's a Wet n Wild one hiding in the back there, Stila, another e.l.f. one, L'Oreal, and then NYC. Then over here, I have some scissors in case I need to open something. I hardly ever use them. And this is actually a cord to my mirror. And then this is all new sponges. So I actually got all these for my birthday last year for my sister, and then I just bought this acrylic organizer to store them all, and it's like the best thing ever because it looks so satisfying and it's actually so easy now just to grab a sponge and go. This one I actually accidentally painted, like I dyed it, but it came clean, it just stained it, so it's okay. Here is where I film. So all my brushes, it's a really tight space, like this is all the counter space I get. This is it right here. And my mirror is also an iHome, and it charges my phone, which is why it's plugged in, because the charger is right here. And up there is where my phone sits when I film. My setup is kind of messy right now. Ignore it. I'm in the middle of changing it out, but yeah. All right, you guys, so that is my makeup collection and storage video. I'm kind of like leaning back here because my stool is crooked, but I hope you guys liked it. It's a really tight space, but I make it work, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I will see you in my next video. Please leave a comment for future videos that you want to see, and I will definitely do them.